Hello and welcome to another one. I'm not sure whether you can hear me as well as normal. I'm using the same M50 camera, but I've got a new microphone. I brought myself one of these little Rode pocket mic things, so I'm giving it a bit of a go, and this is the first test. The first test is, we're at Ladybower. Check that out. How amazing is that? I've been at Ladybower a few times, but I've never seen the water coming over the top, and with all the rainfall, we knew it was pretty promising. I've already taken the photographs. I'm going to concentrate a little bit more on taking the photographs today rather than doing the video, which is going to make a change for me. So I'm out with Mr. Owain and Simon. Nearly called him Nigel because I've got Nigel called him Simon the other day.
Call me Steve if you want.
Steve if you want. Yeah, so I'm out with the boys, and we've got another photographer just turned up here as well, so you might as well say hello as well. I'm just hogging his space because he wants to get here, so I'm going to move as soon as I can. But yeah, we're here. Like I say, we're at Ladybower. The water is absolutely amazing. The camera's set up, and as you can see, we're using my big tripod. I've got one leg down on the floor down there, and the two legs set up on the wall. The only downfall with this is if I knock it, it's going over the wall. So I'm going to try and keep away from the edge of the tripod. So hopefully, like I say, I hope you can hear me. The microphone seems to be registered okay, but it's picking up a lot of ambient noise. So I'll try and keep it covered up a little bit and see if that makes any difference. So it is a bit of a test as well as vlogging as well. Yeah, so what we're doing today, we're going to have a walk. We're going to have a walk up round there, going to go around the other side of the woods, see if we can get some of the colours in the trees. We're also possibly going to go up, I think it's Bamford Edge, which is up this way. I think we're going to go and have a look at that, and there's also a big reservoir up that side, the dam. So we're going to have a look up there, see if we've got some flowing water over that. So that's the plan for this morning. Yeah, pretty good to be honest. I've already taken the pictures. I've taken some with the 6-stop on and some without. I actually prefer it, I think, without the 6-stop, because it's freezing a little bit more of the water, so you're getting a little bit more motion in the water, so you can see the definition and the actual water flowing over the top. The 6-stop seems to smooth it out, but it gives me the option, and I've got both as well. I'm also bracketing the shot, no filters on there for sort of dynamic range. We're just going to bracket the shot and we'll paste back in what we need to do. The polarizer, I've also shot it two ways. I've shot it with it on and with it off. With it on, all the reflections around here disappear, but then it makes this like a bit of a black hole, if you like. With it switched over the other way, so the polarizer's off, you're getting the reflection, so it's making the circle look more defined. So that's the shot. Again, bracket it. I'm going to pick out the best, or maybe the best two, and show you two different versions. But it's really weird when you're standing here watching that. It almost feels like it's sucking you in. Mr. O said it's a funny feeling, isn't it? Yeah. It's quite a weird feeling. It just feels like it's sucking you in that hole. I kind of wish I had my drone, but the new law and legislation's coming out in 2 weeks, so we've already registered our drones, and apparently the Peak District is a no-fly zone, so it's going to make flying the drone very, very difficult or risky, one of the two. But as we've now signed up and registered to use our drones, we're now on the registration, and if we get caught flying over here, we could be in trouble. So you might see a little bit less drone work from me. But yeah, not going to waffle on anymore. That's 3 minutes of me going on. That's the plug hole 1. We're now going over the other side and get plug hole 2, and I'll talk to you when we get over there. It might be a little bit quieter, we'll be less likely to get the road noise. So chat in a bit. Back on. We've come over the other side now. We were just the other side down there. If you follow it down and over the other side by the road, that's where we were stood just now. Yeah, I've just been talking to that guy that was in the blue jacket that I just said hello to. New subscriber, IM8, welcome. Yeah, he was saying that it's not actually illegal to fly your drone over this side, but you do need a commercial license if you're going to be using them for YouTube. So there might be a way around I can still use the drone. We will see, but that's another story for another day. We're now over the other side. There's the second plug hole, and again, obviously it's flowing over the top. Also, I'd like to just mention my volume again. If you flick through, I'm using a different volume. I'm using a different recording system. I'm using this little Rode micro thing, and it seems like it's working on the top, but I'm really not sure. I could be doing a voiceover right now. But yeah, got another shot set up. Now, I can't recollect, that's a wicked word for me, isn't it? Ever seeing a picture from here with, as you can see over there, the little road bridge in it. So I've taken one from this shot. No filters on. Well, I'll say a lie, I've got a polarizer on. I've just taken a multitude of shots, bracketed 5 shots. I'm just going to put the play on so you can have a look. And I darkened the water down this time to try and get all the glare off the water, but now I'm going to actually change it and spin it round so I get the glare back, so I can decide where I want the water. And again, I've got the 2-second timer on. I'm just going to check it. I'm gonna make sure it's focused again, and F8 ISO 160, and just take the shots like that. 5 shots, did. And now I've got another array of shots. I'm just gonna have a look at that to make sure. And now I've got the bridge in the background, I've got the water in the foreground, and I actually quite like that shot. We've got this wall there as a leading line. You see this wall running around there, the wall's taking around over to that little bridge in the background, and this lovely pool of water, you know, the big funnel going down in the front, which is pretty awesome. The sky's quite moody now, you can see it there. It's really quite dark and moody. We just had a little bit of a shower of rain, so the water's looking really dark and really grey. So I'm quite liking the effect. And with that plug hole, with it being the bright white, it really looks quite nice. I don't think you need a little stopper on, but there's the option of doing it, so I'm going to put it on anyway, and then I can just maybe paint some of the water movement back in if I need to. But there's just a nice flow on that. It really is cool. And the bridge is standing out fantastically over there in the background. Absolutely really nice. Because it's a white bridge, as you can see there, it really does stand out. And again, the tripod is rested. If you're not used to using your tripods, I've got 2 short legs, as you can see, sitting on the wall, and one long leg leaning right down. Again, this is fine. This is a little bit more stable, but you wouldn't want to be pushing it over. This is actually balanced and coming, as you can see, this is coming back to me. So that's working. Over there, if I'd have pushed it, it would have gone over the top. You guessed it, the battery went dead. Like I was saying, I was push the other tripod, it would fall over, but yeah, typical battery. Simon's actually shooting a Pano. Simon's shooting a Pano, and I thought to myself, well, I don't need to, I've got it all in, but I kind of do. I've just realised why it's a good idea. When shooting a Pano, I can flip the camera around onto a vertical, and I can zoom in a bit more, which then would bring that bridge closer to me. And by bringing the bridge closer to me, it doesn't look so far away, if that makes sense. And then if I do a Pano sweep, I can still get all the details in. The light's actually got really nice now, so I'm actually going to switch you off. I'm going to get this shot done because there's a little bit of light coming through and it's lighting up all the colours. So I will actually just hit the bracket again. Let's just turn it back on, 2-second timer. The light is fantastic. So at least I get that shot, then I'm going to get this Pano done. So I'll let you have a look at both of them and you tell me what you think, Pano or standard. Well, as you can see, as per normal, the rain has come over and got a little bit damp. It's absolutely pouring it down, but we've got ourselves a nice new umbrella. The other 2 guys behind me, you can see them, they've got their umbrellas, so we're just going to stand here now and try and get a bit of a different shot underneath the umbrella. But the old problem is I've only got 1 pair of hands, and I've got 1 camera under a bag there, I've got my brolly in the other hand, and I've got you in the other hand, so I'm going to have to put you down and do what I'm doing. And I can't see a lot because my hood keeps falling over my eyes. But yeah, I don't mind a bit of rain. It's all about the clothing you've got on and the gear you've got out with you. So let me just try and work out how I'm going to put my brolly down somewhere, which will balance it on the top of my camera like that maybe. Is it going to sit there? There's no wind, which is quite handy. Put it on my head as well. There we go. Now I've got 2 hands and I'm hiding under the umbrella. So yeah, I've just moved around slightly, got a slightly different image. Can't show it as it is yet because I'm holding on to you. But I've put the plug hole right down in the foreground again, and I've come around at a slightly different angle so that one shot I can look straight over the top. I'm at f8 still because I like to use f8 to f11. ISO 160 is enough to get some movement in the water and really quite nice. So yeah, hopefully again I'm going to mention this volume because we still are using this lovely little microphone thing down here. So hopefully you can hear me. I've got you inside my coat. It's going to be a massive test. Please give me comments on the volume and the sound quality and stuff like that because I'm interested to see if it's an improvement or I'm going downhill. It's smaller and easier and lighter for me to carry, but again, if it doesn't work, it's no good, is it? So yeah, let me know, and also let me know what you think on this image, and we're going to go and find somewhere different with a slightly different view on things, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Guess what? Simon's got his drone out, so I might be able to steal a bit of footage from him. I didn't bring mine with me, but just talking to the guy behind us in blue, he's done his full license, and he said it's not against the law to fly around here. You just have to follow the code. He's going in. He's definitely going in. There's my radio making a noise. But he's in there at the moment. I can see it, he's really daring, he's come right in there. You're pushing your luck. It could get sucked away in a minute. Can you see the drone in there? It's just there. Good lad, good lad. I'm definitely going to borrow that footage off him because that is going to be absolutely... That's what I saw on YouTube the other day. He's done it, he's mastered it. I wish I had mine. Keep going, that is wicked. I'm definitely going to put this on, you're going to love to see this, so I'm going to jump over to this, watch this and just enjoy this bit of footage, and I'm gutted I haven't got my drone. Right, we're making our way along the side of Ladybower and just taking it all in really. We're looking for some autumn colour because Simon doesn't get to see autumn colour in Bristol. They don't have many orange houses down there. So, yeah, that's what we're basically doing, looking for some autumn colour. And I did say that the bridge, the road bridge, you can see through the trees over there, is pretty cool from this side of the pond. And we're also wearing some new waterproof boots, which you can't see on that foot. Can you see them there? So we're just testing out the waterability by treading in some of the puddles and seeing what they're like before I wear them out in the woods properly. There's lots of water around though. All these waterfalls are pretty cool. That's quite pretty. All these waterfalls along the edge are quite pretty. Some nice autumn colours just here, the leaves and stuff like that, and going up to the water. That's actually quite nice. Look, they're both getting their phones out and that's it, job done. Why need a camera? We carry this big stuff around for no reason. Does that look pretty? It does look pretty, doesn't it? It's quite nice, that. Might be worth a picture on the way back through. But that's the good thing about having all this water around at the moment. There's a lot of people in a lot of trouble with water, a lot of floods around the country, but for photography, it makes some really nice photos. So for every negative, there's always a bit of a positive, isn't there? But I'm hoping we're pulling up now into the foresty bit. As you can see, the woods are getting a bit thicker. Look at this tree here, look at these. These are the sort of things that catch your eye. Just look at that tree in there, all the greens growing on it and stuff like that. Absolutely stunning, but if that was out on its own, it'd be fantastic. But yeah, there is colour around. Look, a little bit of browns there. I just took a snapshot of my hand just now, but I should have put the tripod down properly. It was a bit fuzzy, but yeah, some lovely colours up here, so hopeful for a couple more images. So when we get to somewhere where we get the camera out, I'll come back on. We found something. Let me just come back here, look over my shoulder, about where my camera is, just about there. There's a little golden tree right down near the water's edge. Simon's heading down there now. I'm going to have to head down there somehow. It looks a bit slippy, but we will make our way down. But I think that is very promising, with the the bridge behind it, the colours in the hills and the trees behind. So I think that's the plan. Make our way down, not do a head over heels into the water. Yeah, it's looking good. Right, we're going down. Right, as you can see, we are down. There's the little tree. How gorgeous is that? So it's a little pine tree that's obviously died off. It's got some nice, beautiful, yellowy, goldy tones. Mr. O is making his way down and dragging a bit of driftwood with him. I don't quite know why he's bringing that driftwood. I assume he's gardening. But that is one of the best things I've seen for a long time. I'm just going to have to let you see what he's doing. He's there, look, just behind the tripod. Honest to God, we're not disturbing the countryside. We are literally moving a piece of dead wood just a little bit further down the bank. It really is, it's doing no one any harm, it's doing nothing wrong with the nature, it's just moving a bit of driftwood. It's giving you a lead in line, and I can see exactly why he's done it, and I will be going over there and robbing that composition of some kind, because that is fantastic. But that tree is beautiful. Look at it, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I need to work out how to get it in a composition, how to make it work. I don't want the top clipping, I don't want the bottom. I need to find out how to get that to work, but I'm desperate to make it work. So as soon as I've sorted it out, I'll come back and show you what I've done and tell you why I decided that this is the best composition. And probably the best will be over there where Owain is, and that bit of dead wood there. So right, camera out, have a bit of a mooch round, do what Simon's doing now, walking around with the camera just to try and work out where we can get it to fit. I've got my composition set up. I'm not 100% sure, I'm going to be honest with you. What I'm liking about this is the little tree in the bottom left hand corner sitting on the third line. I like the bridge on the top right hand third line. I like the negative space. I'm not sure the polarization. I kind of like it with the polarizer on, but I'm also going to take one with the polarizer off. And that is because you're getting that lovely cloud definition in the water, and it's really quite nice. But when you turn the polarizer around, it really does make the little oranges or yellows, whatever you want to call them, on that tree pop out. The problem I've got with it is it doesn't quite work. It's nice, it's colourful, it's quite a nice somber image. It's got lots going on about it. The tree's nice, the bridge is nice, the reflections are nice, the colours in the trees over on the far bank are nice, the cloud even's nice. There's no sky in it, but the cloud is, you know, awesome. Everything's nice. The greens, the Fuji greens on a little bit of bank is nice. Everything's nice, but they are separate elements that are nice. The whole image in a whole, I don't think quite works. It's unbalanced. Now, a different crop may work, but I'm not getting it. I do think from where Owain is, Owain's probably got the better position by putting the tree on the other side. So instead of having the tree this side, having the tree on this side and looking along the water. I think that's probably going to work better, but the light, if any glow, is coming from this side. So there's the problem. And of course there's a little twig down there that's sticking out. So I'm not quite sure. I may try from the bank over there and shoot along the water and just use the tree on its own and the woods behind it. So that might be another option. But yeah, I will put this image up, I'll show you it. Please let me know your thoughts. I want to know what you think of this image. Honesty, please. Don't just say you like it. Don't just say, yeah, this is nice. Be honest. Tell me it's rubbish. Tell me it's crap. Tell me I want to hear honest feedback, critique, comments, because that's how people grow. That's how I grow, by hearing the negatives, not the positives. I'm not worried about everyone saying that's really nice. I want to hear the people that says it's nice, but, okay? Let me know your buts and see if you can let me understand why I don't think this is right, because something's not quite right, and I think it's just not right. But look at this image, let me know what you think, and I'll try and find a better composition. Right, just come over to see Mr. O, me man. Like I say, he was using this beautiful twig that he just happened to find lying here on the shore. Fantastic find, mate. Really good. Really impressed. Just had a look at his composition, and you had it vertical just now, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, he had it vertical, shooting down towards the tree, with the bridge in the background. Looked quite a nice, quite pleasing tree, quite a pleasing image. The colours are all really, really nice. I will borrow it off him, even if he doesn't like it when he gets back. I'm going to borrow it off him just to show you what the composition was like, and I just give him a slight pointer that I felt would improve the image slightly, and that's just by moving the tree slightly. So again, I'll borrow that one off him when he's finished playing with it and processing it. I'll get the two off of him and I'll bob them both up side by side and let me know A or B. Yeah, this is not a criticism of Owain. I'm very fond of this guy and I love his photographs. He really is. He just gets on with it, takes his photographs, he's done. He's happy. When he's happy, he doesn't care. That's all he's happy. That's all. That is such a brilliant way of being. A good philosophy. But yeah, so yeah, top man. But yeah, if I can help and I do see things, I think over all my experience and the camera clubs and all the pointers and things I've had in the past and watching other YouTubers, I think it was a slight improvement. So let us know what you think. I'm going to do a similar image because I quite like the idea. I love the branch. I love the tree. It's a good little find of Mr. O's, and it's got the colours match everything. They all complement each other. You've got the browns from the tree there. You've got the browns from the little bush over there, wherever it is, and you've got the browny sort of creamy tones from the bridge. So they all work together.
And the polarizer finally works.
And the polarizer works. And he's got his polarizer on. He can actually see, if you see on the video we did the other week with a little bit of snow, when I showed him what the difference of the polarizer, he now knows what he's doing. So you're well happy with that, aren't you? Because it was a lot of money.
Well, you can actually,
you can physically see the difference, can't you? Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. It makes a lot of difference. It just takes that glare off the sheen, doesn't it? So, well, what a lovely little image. I'm just going to check my volume. 1 second. It's working, yep. I have to keep checking the volume because this one I have to have the mic on rather than it just sitting on the top of the camera. So yeah, excuse me for that. Got my image set up, and this I think works a lot nicer. We've got 3 elements in it now. So we've got the tree, we've got the trunk, the branch, the twig, and we've got the bridge in the background. So the 3 elements work very, very well together. There's also a bit of a triangle in the image. You'll see by looking at the photo, there's a triangle that leads you through from the branch to the tree back across the bridge. So that's another pleasing element that's in the shot. The diagonal is leading you from the bottom left into the tree, into the image, and then you see the tree and then your eye follows through the image onto the bridge. There's another element to the image. You've also got the colours all blend, like I say, they blend together. You've got the lovely tones, the brown tones on the, like the beigey tones on the wood. There's a little bit of lichen on it as well. You've got the beigey tones, like I say, the light tones of the firs that are left on the tree, and you've also got the cream sort of beige tones, if you like, on the bridge. So they all seem to work really nicely together. I've already taken the image at f11, focused about 1/3 of the way in, so I'm focused on the end of the branch really, so it should lead you through, everything should be quite sharp. I bracketed the shot again just to get all the tonal range in. I'm going to take another shot with a polarizer, maybe less polarized slightly. I don't know whether it'll work, so I'm going to take another one just to be sure. Again, focus on it and you'll hear it go off in a second. 2-second timers, stop all the camera shake. I always like to hold my breath a little bit because just in case I'm touching the tripod, and just take the shot. Cracking little reflection. There's a nice hillside in the background. I'm not sure what that's called, whether it's standard edge or whatever it is. But yeah, really, really nice. Love those little sort of bronzy colours, the nice autumn colours. But I think that's a cracking little shot. Again, let us know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do I take a vertical one? Probably not. I think horizontal lends itself. The only thing I did do, slightly different to what Owain did, is I just moved the branch just a little bit further that way so I could get slightly lower. It's just brought the tree up a little bit further into the darker section of the photo. Really, really nice. Hope you enjoy this one. I like it. I do like it. This is our Mr. O. He knows how to do photography. He doesn't have to move from his seat. He doesn't have to move from the view. He's got his coffee, he's got his flask, he's got his sweets, he's got his biscuits. He's now got his tripod over his lap, his camera up in the air, and he's taking photographs. How simple is life? Just got to switch you back on a sec. And I will get a group photograph in a bit, or later on when we're back with Mrs. C, and I'll stick the photograph up straight after this. But look at this. If you don't know, we've got our own Facebook group, Landscape Vlogtography Adventures, and both of these guys actually, they're moderators for the group, so if you upset them, they won't let you in. But look at this t-shirt, look at this, look at Mr. O's got on. Look at that, how cool is that? We've actually got our own LVA polo shirts with our branding on them, so that's really cool. He did have his on today, brought it, well, wore it specially, and I've got mine at home, and Simon's got his now. So yeah, really buzzing by these t-shirts, are really good quality. Four Eyes has got his glasses on over there as well. Four Eyes. So yeah, enjoy this bit of a silly picture of us, and I'll find another composition, something a bit more autumny, maybe up in the trees, maybe something a little bit more, I don't know, mysterious looking.